Hello my friends and welcome back to my caliente kitchen. Well, it is December and we are ending the year, and guess what? Today is my last segment for 2020. But I'll be back next year, 2021, with more segments and more fun and more recipes. Yes! So, because we're in the holidays and I have been baking lately like many of us, I decided to make this delicious cake with dried fruit. So I've made those before, but I never put enough dried fruit. This time I decided to just go crazy on the dried fruit and a mixture and a variety of them. Well, are you ready? Well, let's get baking, my friends. So first thing first, you know, in baking, it's not like cooking. Baking, you kind of have to you follow the measurements. I always say cooking, you make love to the recipe. Well, now we're gonna have to kind of follow some measurements in order to have a beautiful dry fruit cake. All right, so first things, we need to mix the dry ingredients, and that is so that things mix better later. All right, so we have flour. By the way, the recipe card will be showing as we go so that you can get the amounts. This is just all-purpose flour. And then I'm gonna add to that, actually, I decided to do half flour, half oats. And this is just dry oats, the 1 minute oats. They come in a smaller size. Just put it in there. And I'm gonna start mixing things so it gets easier later. Then we're gonna add some sugar. I like to use coconut sugar. I see now date sugar. You can use brown sugar, whatever sugar you have in your house. All right, so there we go. Already perfect. And then we're gonna add this is sea salt, baking powder, and baking soda. All right, so we're gonna mix this well here now first. And the other thing that I learned as I was learning how to make this cake is when you use dry fruit, and by the way, dry fruit counts as your fruit for the day, so that's a great way to have a plant. And I love dry fruit. Fiber, antioxidants, even some of these dry fruit are prebiotic as well, with prebiotic fiber, so it is quite delicious. And of course, I buy the ones without added sugar. All right, so now the thing that I learned is to mix the dry fruit with the flour. I used to do it at the end, but now I learned that if you mix the dry fruit with the flour, the dry fruit will distribute more evenly in your batter, so they don't stick as much. So this helps for them from sticking, and you have a beautiful, well-distributed dry fruit bread. And there we go. And then of course I'm gonna add cinnamon. Now I add a tablespoon to mine. If you want to add more, go ahead. If you want to add less, it's up to you. But I love the cinnamon flavor, especially in the holidays. Delicious. I'm already smelling it. All right. And then we add the walnuts. Perfect. And now we're going to put this to the side. All right. And this is well done and mixed well. Now I am going to work into the next bowl, which is your wet ingredients. Now for that, now I have to tell you, this cake is moist. And it is moist because I'm using yogurt and milk. I use Greek yogurt. But first we're gonna beat in some eggs in here. So 2 eggs, perfect. And then, got my little beating tool here. And then we're gonna add just a little bit, you don't need to do much. Then we're gonna have we're gonna add the oil. The order really doesn't matter. We're gonna add milk. Now, I am lactose intolerant, so I'll use lactose-free milk. And is milk, real milk, without the lactose. And then I have here Greek yogurt plain, 2%. I like to use the 2%. That's also 2% milk because I'm gonna take advantage of the fat from dairy so things come out even more moist. All right, and once we mix this well, we are going to, I'm gonna actually use my little whisk in here. There we go. Make sure you mix all this fluid well so you don't get chunks of yogurt anywhere. All right. And then slowly I'm gonna pour by parts this fluid into my dry ingredients. I'll show you in a second. Okay, this is coming out very nice. There you go, perfect. We're gonna put that in here. And again, we're gonna do it by parts. Now, sorry if I make a mess here, 1 second. There we go. I'm gonna put that there. And then we're gonna mix this well. And there you have it. All right, put a little more. Just do it by parts. And then you get this beautiful dough. And once this is done, and don't worry about over mixing. It's okay, you don't want to over mix too much, but make sure that you get all the ingredients well distributed. There you is coming out beautifully. Yes. Just to finish adding the rest. I'm gonna put that in here. All right, so now we'll just continue with that. Excellent. We're gonna mix all these, and I just want you to see the texture that I'm getting here so that you know what to look for when you're making this delicious bread. I made this bread last week. Anyways, it was eaten in a day. And then I made it again for the live, and half of it was already eaten. It's so good. And I said, stop eating the bread, I need to show a final product because I'm not making another one. Well, now they're gonna get another one here, of course. So by the way, during this time, I'm preheating the oven at 350. And now this is done. It's well mixed. Now what I'm gonna do now is spray a baking dish for loaf so it doesn't stick. And you are going to then pour the butter here. Now with bread, fruit breads, I try before to add fruit on the top so it looks beautiful. What ends up happening, you end up burning the fruit. So for my bread, I decided not to add any fruit on the top. The beauty comes when you cut the bread. And I'm gonna show you that now next. And that's it. Now you're gonna just, make sure it fits well. And you bake this for an hour or until when you put a little toothpicks or your fork or your knife and it comes out dry, your bread is ready. So it's about an hour at 350. However, I'm gonna actually cut myself one. I wanna show you this one here so you see how beautiful this looks. And it tastes amazing. I actually have been enjoying this bread for breakfast and as a snack. Just cut myself a bit, and of course I have to taste this again. I'm having a plant, and that's the more important thing. Well, I hope you have enjoyed today's caliente topic. Make this bread for the holidays. Your family is gonna simply love it. I am in social media in both languages, English and Spanish, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, you name it, everywhere. If you are in YouTube now watching me, hit the subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, share this to the Half a Plant family. And happy holidays to you all. Happy 2021. And until next year, my friends, take care.